Oh, there's K-bar user. As you might be able to see in front of me, there they are. Okay. The wind might be a problem today, but I've got a couple of reviews for you from Ontario Knives. The reason why I'm doing these reviews, 90% of the time, I bring you fixed blades. These are Ontario folders. And I figured, I'd constantly bringing Ontario knives that are fixed blades and tacticals and this, that, and the other thing. Never see any folders. Never see anybody talk about folders or anything like that. So I got a hold of Ontario and we decided to try this. So I got 4 of them here. These are out of the boxes. I really haven't had a chance to use them, but we'll see what happens. All right. So we're going to go through these. This is the Ontario Rat Model 1 folding knife. Whee! Almost folded itself right down on the ground. Okay. There it is there. What do we have here? I have a nice lanyard hole in the back. G10 scales. Through and through liner. Belt clip. Wow. That's a really tough belt clip right there. Thumb studs, ambidextrous. Now, these are made in Taiwan, as with most folders. They are made of Oz 8, whatever you want to call it. And as you can see, it's got serrations on it. I'm not a big guy with serrations and folders, but I guess this is what is considered to be tactical folder, because it's got serrations on it. Let's see what I got here. Got a piece of wood, obviously. Oh, it's a baton. So as far as using it in the woods, now serrations aren't made for doing feather sticks. As far as anything else, they're a saber grind. Oz 8, like I said. Saber grind of the blade. It's got a 3-inch blade on it. It's got a nice thumb ramp here. The jimping, as you can see on there, is not aggressive. It's just enough to catch hold. And that's what you want. You don't want something that's going to hurt your hands. You want something that'll help your hands. Blades are razor sharp, and obviously, as you can see, they will feather stick, whether it be serrations or blade. Liner lock. Smooth as silk. So that's the Ontario Model Rat 1. Great knife. See what we got here. Made in Taiwan. The website, numbers, everything. If you were interested in calling, give them a call and order one. That's a great knife. I would say, EMTs, firefighters, police officers, servicemen, the serrations on there for cutting rope and whatnot. I don't go for any of that, but they tell me it works great. Now, this is, there we go. It's the Ontario Rat Model 1A. This is going to be a little bit different. This is an assisted opening. I had to play with this a little bit because of this. This is a lock. Locks the blade down. I spent 20 minutes trying to open the blade. Couldn't get it to budge. I was like, uh-oh, this is busted, right? My son said to me, Dad, there's a button on the side. Fingers don't work so well. So, all right. Hey, Dad, there's a button on the side. This has got a really good knurled G10 scales. Belt clip again. The belt clips are designed bottom down. I don't know if this is locked or unlocked, but it's locked. Okay, ready? It's not as fast as some of them I've used, but I'm not a thumb flip reader and my hands are cold. There we go. That's a straight blade. Same deal. Oz 8. Like I said, G10, 3-inch blade, non-serrated. Thumb ramp, non-aggressive jimping, ambidextrous studs. Saber grind, which I'm not used to doing. But I do like a saber grind a lot better. As you can see, it will do feather sticks. And as you can hear, yes, the cat did decide to show up. So this is the Ontario Model 1A folder. This is a great knife. If you happen to hurt your hand somewhere or whatever, and I've said this before about other knives that were that assisted like that. If you happen to hurt one hand, you can still get this knife open one-handed, obviously. You should be able to get any of your folders open one-handed, but I mean, you get it right, it's lightning fast. So that's the Ontario Model 1A. Oz 8, all made in Taiwan. Same information on the box as was in the last box. Alright. This really should be 4 videos, but they're folders. I don't know much to say about them. And this is the Ontario Carter Prime. Carter Prime. But not Optimus Prime, nothing like that. Carter Prime. This is one weird knife. Now, just real quick, has a belt clip in the back. It's made out of heavy duty steel. Designed to carry blade down, tip down, whatever you want to call it. Now, this is metal. Looks like extruded aluminum, actually. It's got a thumb flipper up here. It's a side liner lock. That's the blade. Yes, it's a weird looking knife. But this is probably the only one out of the bunch I've really used. For work chores, if you're an EMT, you can get right under a belt with that. Just rip. Don't need a serrations. You don't have a tip, actually, to get caught on anything. If you need to push, it's pushed. I said it is a side liner lock, so it locks in sturdy. Stone wash blade on it. There is some jimping on the ramp. It's not that bad. They are razor sharp. All the Ontario knives I've tried so far. But this, for as weird as the blade looks, I mean, you've got a one-edge cut. Saber grind. And this is made out of, I think it's 440, but I'm not really sure. Now, if I was a feather sticker, I'd be getting some really fine edges out of this. But as far as work is concerned, it has that sheep's foot blade. That tip is razor sharp. I was doing some tiling in the house. I had to replace a few tiles. It cut it like a razor. Once again, this is the Carter Prime. Push out to unlock it. Thumb stud to get it out. My fingers are real cold, they're not moving fast, but it can be adjusted. So that's the Carter Prime. I would say this is a great all-around knife for whittling, like I said, work chores. Work great on a tiling. It is razor sharp, and there's a nice finger groove up top there where you can actually get your finger in there and get down on the close work. It's really nice. Now, one of my favorite guys out there for as far as designs is Bob Dozier. Met him in the service, did some demonstrations. He designed some knives for K-Bar that, he designs knives for everybody. So when I heard how he did a couple for Ontario, I was like, I got to get me one of them Doziers to review. This is called the Dozier Strike. This is going to become my ADC knife for a while. It's made out of primarily G10. It's got a back strap here. Ambidextrous thumb studs. Small 2-inch blade. Great belt clip. Great belt clip. Made in Taiwan, out of Oz 8. So maybe that Carter Prime was Oz 8 too. It's nice knurled G10. What an unbelievably comfortable knife to hold. It's paper thin, you wouldn't even know it was in your pocket. I'll do the feather sticking thing again. Once again, it's saber ground. I'm a little bit better with this one by the looks of it. But I mean, if you're out in the woods, you have an EDC. I've been questioned as to why I do feather sticks with pocket knives and not my main knives. If I have an EDC and all I have left is a fire kit or something to light a fire with, I want to make sure I can get these feather sticks with my pocket knife. As you can see, the curls are really fine. This is the Dozier Strike. Stonewash blade on it. Beautiful little knife. You wouldn't even know you had this on you. It weighs, I would say, about an ounce. Bob is known for making a great knife. I have a Dozier design knife from another company that, boy, you can't beat it. So, this is the Dozier Strike. Where am I at here? There we are. Carter Prime. This is the Rat Model 1A. Ace assisted. Lock on the side. Great tactical knife. Which is another video I'm going to do as far as this tactical stuff is concerned. And we also have the Rat Model 1. They're all great offerings from Ontario, and I'll tell you, if you never held on to one of these, grab one because they are outrageously comfortable. They're just contoured to your hand, there is no hot spots. Even with the belt clip up against your fingers, there's still no hot spots. The A1, or the Model 1, I should say, has the serrations. The Model A1 is assisted opening. And, yeah, Ontario folders. I like them. I'll be using them a lot this summer. Especially this little strike guy. Fishing knife. That would make a great fishing knife too, because you don't have to worry about tips. You just, you're cutting yourself. And you're not cutting yourself. You're cutting string and whatnot. Any of them, though. I wouldn't be afraid of carrying the bush with me. So, 4 offerings from Ontario in folders, and they do have more. Next set of knives I'm going to be reviewing for you is going to be what I'm calling a classic series. Basically what that means is I'll be reviewing like the $4.99 combat knife after a year of use. The pilot survival knife from Ontario. The M3 trench knife from Ontario. Classic knives. They all come out of Korea, Vietnam, World War II. Classics. So, this is K-Bar User. I want to thank you for your time and your patience. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please do. And we'll see you on the next one. How's that? Y'all have a good day.